Maybe to start out, Coach, just talk about the game plan going into this one. It's tough to scout a team in general, but it's even tougher to scout a team that you've never played before and you don't have a lot of information on, and you know little bits and pieces about them. So coming in, knowing what you knew about Allen, what were some of the points of emphasis coming in?
Yeah, we expected some aggressive defense, and we weren't disappointed. Knew we would have to take care of the ball, make good decisions, and I thought we did an excellent job in the first half of that. We had, I think, 7, 8 turnovers overall, and against the defense that we saw, I was pretty pleased with that. And that was our focus. We expected some full court pressure. We had that. We made good decisions. And so overall, first half went, we were well prepared. Third quarter, they came out in the zone. Good strategic move by them, and we just did not convert. And we really, I was pleased with our ball movement. There were several times we made the perfect play. We just didn't finish. I think we scored 3 baskets in the third quarter. And you're not going to beat very many teams, and Allen's a good team. We're not going to beat very many teams at all, much less a good team by scoring 3 baskets in a quarter. So we just didn't finish well. We still executed okay, and so it's kind of an odd, situation. But because we had a really nice couple of high post slides, we fed the low post, slid from the high post, and then just didn't finish. So came out in the fourth quarter, and that was what I told them is we got to control our finishing a little better, and I think we did a little bit. Got a couple defensive stops, won some 50-50 balls, and went on that little run, made them call a timeout, and then never relinquished the lead again. So I was really proud of how we fought through some things. It was a good night.
You mentioned coming into the game just the stress of decision making, and of in previous games we tended to go on more of those stretches where we seem to give the ball away and not make very smart decisions. So kind of overall tonight, how do you feel like we improved in that particular area?
Well, when we were faced in the first half with things that we'd prepared for, we had really good decisions. Second half went in, and we hadn't scouted and prepped for that 1-3-1 as much. It shouldn't have been as much a surprise because we run a 1-3-1 as well, and we work on almost every day in practice, and the offense that we run doesn't change. And so I was a little disappointed with a few. We had some post feeds that weren't very good. Felt like we got a little tentative there in the third quarter overall, not just on offense, but even on defense. We weren't up where we should have been and started getting a little tentative, losing some rebounds. So I think that it wasn't necessarily a decision, but the mind battle, we started to falter a little bit, but then we pulled out of it. And, that's a testament to the girls. They're tough young ladies. They're wanting to win and be successful, and they're working hard toward it. And when you work hard, you don't surrender very easy. And so, it was a good night.
They had several big players in the post. How much did it hurt having Breezy out there?
Yeah, we had to play Bridget a whole lot more than I wanted, but she's really starting to play well, and Breezy would have helped a ton to have out there. Not, no excuse. I mean, obviously we won the game, and I think we'd have performed better having her available, but we did great. The ladies that were there did great, but definitely miss her. We're hoping to have her back next week sometime even, but it may be another week after that. We'll see.
Going forward from this, what are kind of the same question as the girls? What are the things that we've done really well that you want to continue, and then the things that maybe 1 or 2 things tonight that we really need to improve on?
Well, continuing to move the ball, find open people, attack off the dribble when that's the called for action, the best action available, and reading those things and making the decision. And when we drive, if we draw the next layer of defense, make a good decision. Do I have an angle to the basket to finish, or should I kick this out? And we saw them make some pretty plays. A similar type circumstance where they were driving, drawing, and then dishing off. And we've got to continue to work on that ourselves on offense. But I thought we did a pretty good job of that. And then things to improve on. I really feel defensively we had some lapses. There was a couple times, even in the last 2 minutes of the game, they had an open look at a 3 that never should have happened. And we've got to go back and figure out, hey, how did this happen? Because we work a little bit on the scramble matchup, man-to-man defense every day in practice. That's something that shouldn't have happened. And so there are things like that we'll continue to work on and improve, but, you know, we've got Tacoma Falls coming up. They're gonna be ready for us at home. So we'll get ready for that next week. And then I think we have a weekend off, which is a rare thing here in February. And so we're looking forward to next weekend being off. But, you know, really, really happy and proud the girls fought through some stuff tonight and overcame a really tough opponent here.